Hey YouTube. So, sorry. I'm eating right now, but I'm making a video. So, mini mukbang. Okay, I'm sorry. No, but I was having like a spiritual moment, and I needed to share it with all of you because at the same time, like when you have a spiritual moment, sometimes you need to share it. It's a sign from the universe. It's a sign. No, bitch, if you really, I'm talking to you. If you really thought it was a sign, bitch, you better start writing shit down. You better start recording yourself on YouTube. Bitch, you better make you a book. You better make you a book about your own life. No, I'm not playing. This is the universe talking to you, bitch. I'm sorry. But anyway. I'm not even joking. We're having a spiritual moment together. Oh! I'm sorry. But anyway. I forgot what I was saying. Guys, I think I have amnesia. Because I'll forget, like, I put the stove on, and then, like, I'll go to sleep, and then my mom will wake up and go, why is the stove on? In the morning. I think I really might have amnesia. It happens too often. I could literally kill myself. And everything in the house. I made sure I turned off the stove, okay? But anyway. So. Spiritual moment. I have to remember what I was thinking about. Spiritual moment. Let me put down the food. Clear my mind spiritually. Om Shiba. I'm sorry. No, but I really forgot. So I need to put down the food because I'm thinking about the food and not anything else. You know when that happens, girl? You know when that happens. You know when that happens, girl. Put the food down now. I'm not joking, girl. Put down them damn chips. Slap. I'ma slap you, silly, said Mr. Universe to you holding your damn bag of chips. You better put down the popcorn now. Put it down. There's too much butter on that shit. I'm just playing. No, but if you really think that's a sign, if you're holding that popcorn and there's butter all over that bitch and your fingers are all buttery, bitch, you better put that shit down. No, I'm playing. Unless I'm not. You'll know if I'm playing or not. Because you'll have a bag of popcorn in your hands. But anyway. Spiritual moment. Why am I still eating? Oh yeah, because I'm overweight. Okay, so. Here's the thing, everybody. Oh yeah, I remembered. It's because I put the food down. Cleared my mind. Om Shabbat. So. I cleared my mind too much. It's like the FBI and Men in Black. They do that and then you're gone. That's me. I just forgot everything. I'm sorry, I have amnesia. Like, I think I literally have short-term memory loss. I don't remember. I'm like Dory. I really am. That's it. I make whale noises too. Om Shabbat. I'm the Om Shabbat. Fish underground. Okay, so I remembered what I was making a video about. You know how when you manifest something, they say that you have to feel worthy or whatever. You know. Like this. I am worthy. I am this. I am that. The core of me already knows that. Okay? The core of me already knows that. And on this spiritual journey, if you only have, positive thoughts, who only has positive thoughts? Nobody. Are you serious? Like, my house just burnt down to the fucking ground. You want me to be positive? I don't think so. No. But things happen in this lifetime that are uncontrollable. And yes, you're worthy. You don't have to remind yourself every day. You already know. The core of you already knows. And you just gotta know that, whatever will happen will eventually happen. Like, you don't need to be worried about it all the time, because there was a point in my time where I was always worried about it. I was always worried about controlling my thoughts and making them positive. And while that did work, it helped my brain feel better, because I wasn't putting myself down or anything weird like that. But, I feel like, in nature, it's not normal to just have one side of the polarity table. You know how there's like a yin and a yang, and how in the yin there's like the white and the black, and the yang is like the black and the white? I don't know if that's the yin and the yang, like but there's not just one color, There's not just one kind of thought. Even in the positive thoughts, there's always a negative side, because it's stressful. Why the fuck should I stress myself out trying to control my thoughts? That's stressful. When I was doing it, it was stressing me the fuck out. It really was. And it does take a mind training. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I look at someone and I start to have negative thoughts, I immediately change them into positive thoughts to the best of my ability, because at the end of the day, you are the energy in your mind, because your mind energy is your thought processes, which what you think and feel is immediately reflected in your actions. So like, if I look at this guy and I'm thinking, oh, he's a stupid piece of shit, I don't want to take your order, that's how my actions are going to reflect the way I treat this customer or something like that. So when I have like a customer service, I work in customer service, okay? I love my job. I love my job. I can't tell you how much I love my job. I really love my job. I can't tell you how much I love my job. I don't know why. It just makes me feel so fulfilled. It makes me feel so happy going into work, seeing all these people that care about me, like my coworkers. They all like me. I love my coworkers. I love all my coworkers. Okay? There's not one coworker that I don't love. I love all my coworkers. And I think they really know that. I think they really know that because my inner thoughts reflect my actions, if that makes sense. So I think, oh, you're so cute, I love you. That is how my action will be reflected. How you think, it does affect the way you act, first of all. It affects the way you act. It affects the way you treat other people, whether you know it or not. I used to be very cynical with people. I used to hate my coworkers. Now I don't. It's okay to hate some people. If someone really deserves it, just don't talk to them. Don't even give them no energy. Just don't acknowledge their presence. That's what I like to call the demon energy. The energy of negativity is the demon energy. I don't like that. We don't want demons in our heads. You know how it feels like sometimes there's the devil in here? That's actually you. That's actually your energy. It's the devil energy. So you need to get rid of that. Because when you have positive angel energy, and you really care about everybody, I'm not even joking. This is, for me, this is the truth. Being positive really, people feel that energy. And they can feel your positive vibes because they'll know, hey, this person likes me because they keep talking to me, they're nice to me. you know? Stuff like that. And I don't know, I feel like it's good. It's a good thing. But, I gotta tell you. What was I saying? I'm sorry. What did I tell you about short-term memory loss? I'm so sorry. But anyway, it's like the FBI went, shh. But anyway, I really got problems when it comes to that. I really just don't remember. I think I have, like, trauma. I don't know. But anyway, sorry, girl, I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest. I really am. You don't understand. When I get older, I might forget everything. Maybe that'll be good. Maybe that'll be good. I'll forget all the trauma. But anyway, angel energy. You can give off angel energy. Just be a positive force of energy. So everyone, I mean, the law of the universe, energy, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's true. But you don't have to constantly, like, control your thoughts that crazily. Like, it's not a huge deal. I mean, I control my thoughts to an extent, but I also let my thoughts roam free. If I do have a negative thought, I acknowledge it, and, like, I don't try to change it. Because when I try to dwell on it, I notice that makes things a lot worse. Like when I think, oh, why doesn't this person like me? And then I start asking more and more questions and I keep dwelling on why I thought that. It makes me have negative energy because I'm getting sad now. And I don't want to have sad little energy. I don't want to have crying energy. I want to have normal, decent, loving energy. And, you know, a lot of happiness comes from within. Like, happiness is love. Like, love is happiness. So when you become a loving individual and treat others with kindness, and, you know, you'll love yourself because other people will love you. And, you know, first of all, how are you going to love yourself if nobody likes you? I feel like if nobody likes you, then there's something that you need to improve on. You know? There's always something you can improve. Like, I can improve my eating habits. Or, I don't know. I'm trying my best, you know, to do what I do. But at the end of the day, I'm trying my best. And that's all we can ever do. But, you know, some things happen in stages and phases, and we just gotta realize that. Sometimes we have alcohol issues, sometimes we have crying issues. I used to cry all the time. Now I don't cry as much. I'm actually the happiest I've been in years because I love my job and I love my coworkers. I go to work every day, and I'm like, wow, I really love this. I really love helping people. I really love my coworkers. Because, first of all, how can you love somebody that you don't talk to? You can't. So, in order to be loving energy, you have to treat them with love. And what do you do with people you love? You talk to them. And when you get to know people, you know, you don't have to love them right away. You know, sometimes it takes a few months. And that's completely normal. We're human beings. We're literally little monsters with claws. Just look at these claws. I got little claws with paws. Like, I got paws with claws, and I literally shit and piss. I'm like a monster or a fantasy monkey. I don't know. But I'm just letting you guys know, like, I don't know, for me, like, personally, also being forgiving really helps. Because, like, I noticed, like, when I blocked people in the past, I really was sad about it. I was probably more sad than they were. Because I cared. And I blocked them. Why? Because they did something I didn't like. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Use the power of forgiveness. Because now you're more upset than you were before. Yeah. Now you're upset more than you were before, and now you feel terrible. Now you feel like you hurt somebody. Now you feel like, shit. You know, stuff like that. You just use the power of forgiveness. Stop being so critical of people's decisions. Okay? Sometimes people are going through some bullshit. You don't know what they're going through. Maybe their mama just died. Maybe their daddy just died. Maybe their dog just died. Maybe their son just got in a car accident. Maybe their son is a piece of shit who calls him a bitch every day. I don't know. But, you know, you gotta take people's shit not too harshly. And just use the power of forgiveness. Because the power of forgiveness can go a long way. It really can. So, for me personally, like when I used to work with somebody and they got mad at me, I got them both to apologize. It was 2 boys. They both did it. And they both apologized. And you know why? Because I'm a living creature. And because they respect me and they care about my feelings and they want me to like them because I'm nice. That's why. And I feel like if they're gonna say sorry, then you should forgive them because they're probably going through something and they are sorry, and you should just go, oh, I forgive you, it's fine. Well, I mean, unless it's something terrible, like I slit your mom's throat or something, well then, no, I don't forgive you. I mean, I might forgive you later and then call you a sick fuck, but I will never forgive you 100%. That's disgusting. But you know what I mean? The power of forgiveness is also for your inner state of mind. Because your inner state of mind, like, if you're dwelling on why this person did this to you, and you're like, oh, well, they just don't like me, they're just being a piece of shit. Well, you're gonna give off that energy that you think they're a piece of shit now, because now when they try to talk to you and you look at them like this, they're gonna know that you don't like them in turn, and that will make them not like you. Yeah. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not trying to be weird. Like, I'm not trying to be weird. Like, I don't know. What? I'm sorry. I got, like, brain freeze. But yeah, the power of forgiveness is, very truthfully, a power that you need in your life to make yourself feel better inside and to make other people feel better, because if you forgive them, now they feel like you don't hate them and now everything is fine. You don't have to dwell on why this person was rude to you. You don't have to dwell on why that person said something weird to you. Just let it go. And sometimes it's hard because some people are really, really rude. And you know, sometimes you don't have to forgive those people. Sometimes you could just say, well, fuck you, and then just stop thinking about it so much, because why the fuck does it matter? It doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't. And that's it. It just doesn't matter. Why does it matter? It just doesn't. You make it matter. You make it MADDER too. You know, MATTER and MADDER. You make it matter. Like, I'm angrier too. Like, you can make a situation worse by acting. Matter, in turn making them matter. You know? That too. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense to everybody. I hope that, you know, everything makes sense. I hope that I'm getting a point across. I hope that we had a good spiritual conversation. You know, what is spirit? What is spirit? I don't know. What is spirit? Fuck if I know. Energy? What is energy but matter? Does it matter? No. Isn't that funny? Energy is matter. So yes, it does exist. And when people look at these energy particles through a microscope and say that it doesn't exist, you're truly an imbecile. Because it's right here. It is matter. This is what I'm made out of. And to say that this is not real is absolutely ludicrous and imbecilic and insane. You're nuts. You can look at a particle and say it doesn't exist, but it's right there. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's right there. You know, and there was a time where I thought that energy was actually nothing. But in reality, in any sense, it does not make any sense. Because at the same time, it's right here. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense. So, I guess I'm not done talking yet. But I used to dwell on, like, what is reality? What is barnacles? Because SpongeBob, he'd go, oh, barnacles. And I never knew what that was until I got older, and I looked it up on Google. It's a weird parasite that goes on a whale. It's called a barnacle, and they got teeth. Did you know that? That's disgusting. I didn't know that. But that's a barnacle. When I say barnacles, they really mean it, because that's just disgusting. It's disgusting. Ew. Barnacles. Ew. I'm not playing. But anyway, barnacles, bitch. Barnacles. You know, when you get a negative thought, don't try and control it. But I think it's very important to understand it. Kind of like understanding another human being. You know, sometimes you'll never truly 100% understand it until you talk to it. You know, we all have an inner dialogue. We all talk to ourselves in our heads. No matter what we think, we all truly talk to ourselves in our heads. And when we do that, it's not, you know, it's not crazy. It's normal. Yeah, it's normal to do that. It's normal to have conversations with other people in your head. It's normal to have weird, naked images in your head. Yeah. You know, when you get like a weird, pornographic image in your head, well, you just sexted me through my thoughts. Well, maybe that was what it was. You know, sometimes I think reality is very simple. Sometimes I feel like I make it more complex than it really is. Sometimes I feel like, you know, I have to have all the answers when I really don't. What do I need those for? I don't think I'll ever have all the answers in this lifetime. And if I do, I hope, it'll only be the answers to myself. It'll be the only thing I'll ever have the answer to is what works for me. You know? Not what works for you. You might have your own answer, and that's okay. Everyone has their own thing that they're doing. you know? And I just want to let you know that negative thoughts, I mean, they're normal. It's a normal part of nature. Like I said, to have the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, and even in the good, there's some bad, and even in the bad, there's some good. So please just be kind to yourself as much as you can. You don't gotta be 100% kind to yourself all the time, because sometimes that's just not possible. But, I'm sorry. But anyway, you know, you don't have to be 100% kind to others all the time. You know, sometimes that's just not possible. Sometimes people irritate you. Sometimes people look at you like you're crazy. Because you probably are a little bit, but they probably are too. Yeah. So, I just want y'all to know that nobody is exempt from being crazy. Everyone in this world is crazy. Everyone. You know? And I don't want you to think that you're crazy because, well, I've met a lot of people, I've talked to a lot of people. They're all their own little crazy. In one way or another, you're a little crazy. And that's okay. You know, some people are just psycho, though, and that's where it becomes a problem. It's because you're a problem for other people. And that's why it's psycho. So, when it comes to that, you just gotta try your best to have, you know, try your best. Even if your best is not that good, at least it's your best. You know, I tried to draw and it wasn't that good, but it was my best, you know? Stuff like that. I tried to make music, it sounded like shit, but I still tried my best. But, yeah. So, I hope I'm making a good point to all of you people. And I want you to know that there's a lot of love in this channel. I do love everybody. I do. I really, really do, in a way. Maybe not 100% all the time. Sometimes I hate people, but not all the time. Sometimes people make me mad and hurt my feelings and make me cry. Does that mean I hate them? Maybe not really. Maybe I do for a moment. And that's okay, because I'm human. It's okay to have emotions. It's okay to care about people too much. It's okay to cry because you miss somebody. It's okay to cry because you broke up with your boyfriend and you didn't want to. Sometimes we cry because our own decisions. Sometimes we cry because we made a decision that we didn't like the outcome of the decision. I blocked this person because they said something I didn't like, even though it wasn't that bad, but it hurt my feelings. But now I'm crying even more because now I feel like I hurt their feelings and now they blocked me and now I'm crying. Now I feel suicidal. Stuff like that. So, I gotta let you guys know that please be wary of other people. You know, you're not just the only creature in this world. And I've really learned that. Like, there used to be a point in time where I thought I was God, and it was for good reason. You know what? I think it was because I was giving myself a bunch of positive talk in my head. And you know how I said, like, it's normal to talk to other people in your head? Like having a dialogue with them in your head? That, I feel like, is a key to reality in itself. Why? I don't know. But I feel like we are like aliens and we have like telepathic abilities to, like, you know how empathy works, where you have like the ability to sense somebody's emotions, and, well, if you sense their emotions, then you can kind of sense what they're thinking about in a way. So, like, for instance, I'll have a customer comes up to me and I feel their energy through my brain. How did I know that? Well, I just do. I don't know. Because we're talking in our heads. Like aliens. And I know it's really weird, but if you think about it, we are aliens. We literally communicate with each other through technology. We literally live in outer space on a floating rock. Hear me out. We literally can sense each other's emotions. We can literally foretell the future via manifesting, whatever you want to call it. I don't even like calling it that. It stresses me out. But, you know, I'm just saying, there's been points of time where I had a conversation with someone in my head and then it ended up becoming a reality. And I'm just saying, how would I have known that if we wouldn't have had that conversation in our heads already? Via telepathy. Now, I'm not trying to be weird, but I think that's also kind of what dreams are. Dreams are like this way of communicating through like the alien. I know this is so weird, but by alien I mean human. But humans are aliens. If we were, you know, discovered by another race, we would be the alien. And I feel like, you know, if it's an alien, they can use telepathy. Well, I think that that is actually the case. Like, I think that we can do that, and we already know, but we don't acknowledge it. I mean, if we're telepathically communicating, of course I would know. We call it empathy. We don't call it telepathy, but it is telepathy too, because we can do it with images. Like, so I can think, you know, about a future conversation with somebody. How would this go? It would go like this. How would I know that? I don't know. I just feel like that's how it would go. You feel that's how it would go. Why? I don't know. Well, maybe we're just having a conversation in each other's heads. And that's why we know what they'll say, is because we already talked about it via brain Wi-Fi. I know I might sound crazy, but that's really how I feel. Because if you understand what I mean, then you understand what I mean. And if you don't, well, then you don't. And that's okay. Not everyone's going to understand telepathy and empathy. But yeah. So, I don't know. I hope I'm making sense to all of you. I hope that you appreciate my words. I hope that you're listening very carefully and closely with an open mind. Because I feel like when you do that, it really makes life better. To just be open to new experiences and to be open to life and to be open to your thoughts and your own mind. It's okay. You know, even when I tried my best to control my thoughts, there was always some negative ones that would leak in. Like, I remember I was trying to control my thoughts and I pretended that my boyfriend thought I was like this beautiful creature, and it worked, but I also had some thoughts creeping in my head that I just felt like he would cheat on me, and then he ended up doing that. And then I blamed myself. But the reason what I think it was is because I thought I was God. I thought I could do what I want. So I decided to talk to somebody else because I already thought he was going to cheat on me, and I feel like that had something to do with why that even happened. So, you know, don't ever think that you're the only one here experiencing these weird coincidences and these weird mind things and these weird paranormal experiences and these weird thoughts, weird feelings, weird psychic experiences. I've had that too. Actually, it's more normal than you would think. Why is that? Because we're telepathically communicating. That's my theory. And if you really think about it, it makes sense. Like, I had a story that I told you guys. I was at work at a nursing home, okay? I was at work at a nursing home. There's this girl I knew. And I was in the break room looking at a vending machine. And she was in there with me. And in my head, I heard her ask, "Do you want me to get you something from there? From the vending machine?" And then, right after I thought she would ask that, she asked me the exact same thing that I had just thought that she would ask. That's the only explanation, is that we're telepathically communicating. It makes sense. It really actually does. I mean, it really does. Like, it really, truly, actually makes sense. Like, it really does. That's my theory. I coined it. Thank you. So, I don't want to call it anything. It don't matter. But anyway. I don't know. I just want you guys to know that you're not crazy if you're going through this, because sometimes I feel a little crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm obsessing over something weird. You know, but sometimes you gotta talk to other people about their feelings. You know, sometimes you have to talk to other people to get the answer. You don't know if this guy likes you? Well, why don't you talk to him? You don't know if she wants to be with you? Why don't you talk to her about it? You don't know what's going on at work with this guy? Well, you better start talking to him. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's that easy. It's that easy. So, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you guys got something out of this, and I hope to see you in the next one. I'll see you guys on the spiritual journey called life, even though, what is a spirit? Can anyone answer that? I truly want to know. Energy? What is energy but matter? And why does it matter? Energy is matter. And yet people say it doesn't exist. Yes, it does. It's right here. Are you dumb? They say it don't exist. They say nothing exists. What's that? What's that? It's matter. Of course it exists. It's right here. It's right here. You know, science, they don't know everything. They think they do. But they thought the atom was the smallest particle. No, I already knew that was wrong. Those dumb fucks. Who the hell's in charge of those fucking dumb fucks? I want to be in charge. You always gotta question it. You always gotta question it. Is that really the truth? Is that really it? You can't find the answer without first having a question. I'm just saying, you really can't. If you just say, oh, nothing exists, that's the answer. And you don't look for any more answers because you thought that was the truth, well, somebody else is going to think you're full of shit, and they're going to go prove you wrong because, bitch, you were wrong because they questioned it because they thought you was ridiculous, bitch. But yeah. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Toodly-doo.